Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. My name is Baylor Jones, and I'm going to be your expert on astronomy and astrology. Let's go! Now, before we get started, I'm going to explain the difference between the two. Astronomy is the study of everything outside Earth's atmosphere. Planets, stars, galaxies, asteroids, and the properties and relationships between those. Astronomers, they always base their research off of facts and observations. Astrology, on the other hand, is a pseudoscience, which claims that the stars and planets have an effect on the everyday human lives and interactions. Now, long ago, people thought astronomy and astrology were the same. They try to predict the movement of the stars and the planets to link into human lives, which could predict the wars, predict how your life's going to turn out, predict all the stuff that could happen.
However, around this time of Johannes Kepler, Galileo Galilei, and Isaac Newton, astronomers came to realize that astrology was bunk. From this time on, the primary job of an astronomer was to use physics to understand what's going on in the sky. Some people stuck to astrology, though. Astrologers use computer programs to tell them the position of the planets, and they do not look through telescopes or learn about galaxies. The only time they do it is just for fun.
Astrology has many tenets of real science, though. They have special vocabulary, they have math, they have diagrams. But astrologers do not follow the scientific method. They don't like to prove their theories. Instead, they like to provide anecdotal evidence, stories people tell about how accurate they think astrology is. It's not accepted as real science because it does not have the negative aspect of science, which is the falseness.
Astronomy is simply the observation and measurement of celestial bodies, while astrology is an attempt to find some sort of meaning or influence in the planetary positions. The interesting thing about astrology, it gave birth to astronomy. Oddly enough, considering that astrology has to do with planetary movement, astrologers no longer look at the sky and have it for hundreds of years.
Astrology is an ancient practice that interprets the influence of the sun and the moon, while they are having a specific sign of a zodiac. According to astrology, there are 12 divisions in the sky, meaning exactly 30 degrees each. Each of these divisions along the astrological circle is named after a major constellation found within it. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. There are 12 signs of the zodiac. Astrologers believe that the position of the moon and the sun, while these 12 divisions influence what happens on Earth, from the personalities of people born under a certain sign to the likelihood of certain kinds of successful undertakings to happen. Astronomy, on the other hand, is a scientific interpretation of matter and space. Astronomers don't try to interpret the meaning of the moon or sun's position in the sky, only to describe it as accurately as possible. For that reason, astronomers do not divide the sky up into 12 equal slices like a pie, but simply name the constellations as the moon sits closest at any given night. In astronomical terms, the sun can even wander to a few constellations that are not members of the astrological zodiac, such as sextants, the sextant, or the Ophiuchus serpent barrier. That's why it's perfectly possible, for example, for the moon to be in the Ophiuchus, an astronomical map, while it's in Sagittarius, on an astrological one. In addition, astrological placement is fixed throughout history and does not take into account the precision of the equinoxes, that affects Earth's axis, describes over a 26,000 year interval. So the sun's place according to astrology, which often differs considerably, its physical place according to astronomy.
Some readers are more interested in traditional lore and want to know the astrological position of the moon. Others are backyard astronomers and are more interested in the astronomical position of the moon. Some are equally curious about both, which is why you can find both of the astrological place of the moon and the physical or astronomical place of the moon in your friendly internet guide.